What is up, everybody? It is noon on Friday, Central Standard Time. And yesterday, I created a brand new class and I taught it to a group of leadership with Metro Tech's Association of Realtors. And so I thought, man, I'm going to jump on today. It's Friday, it's the end of the week. Maybe some of you are cutting out early. Maybe some of you are grinding. But what I always believe is that everybody needs that constant push when it comes to your social media and your video presence. So this is my brand new class, Leveling Up Your Video Presence. We're going to go through a bunch of stuff. If you've got questions, please put them in the comments. And I think you're going to be glad that you were a part of this. I don't know how it'd be possible if you found this and not know me, but if you don't know me, I'm Coach Kyle, and I love teaching all things video, all things content to help your social media to grow, to be able to grow your business, and video is my absolute favorite thing to talk about. And so I'm going to share my screen with you guys, boom, just like that, and welcome to Leveling Up Your Video Presence. I'm always nervous when I teach a new class because I feel like there's going to be a typo somewhere. And so hopefully there's not, but I can't promise you guys anything. So let's start here. But before we jump in, let me just do a quick introduction to this, because many of you are new and maybe you haven't heard me teach very many times, if at all. And so let's just talk about video in general for a moment. If you look on the screen, you'll see it says, and this is my opinion, that video, it's the only form of marketing that works for you, whether you're working or not. Guys, that's the power of video. The power of video is that you are putting stuff out into the universe of social media that just lives. It exists, and people can find it at any moment. I've had people reach out to me because my video came up after a Gary Vee video. How crazy is that, right? That somebody's watching Gary Vee, the most famous entrepreneur on the planet, and then all of a sudden, this random guy named Coach Kyle, his video starts. So you never know how somebody can get their hands on your video, but here's what I do know. If you don't do it, none of it's possible. Okay, and then think about this. I remember when Instagram first came out, we used to say, right, that a picture is worth 1,000 words. And that was so cool, right? This new platform, and we can use video or we can use pictures to engage people and get them to pay attention. And man, that was so cool. Ooh, 1,000 words. Ooh, yeah, right? Now, it's being said that 1 minute of video is worth 1.8 million words. 1 minute of video is worth 1.8 million words. Guys, it's crazy. This is absolutely crazy. The power that comes with video, whether you do it well or whether you suck, it can still work in your favor. And I'm going to unlock and showcase all this to you over the course of our time together. So I want you to just understand, first and foremost, the power of what we're going to talk about. But then I also want you to understand this. This is something that I said randomly in one of my talks about a year ago. And I thought it just rang so true. I didn't even say it on purpose, but I said the only thing you can control about social media is your commitment to keep moving forward. Guys, here's what I know. In the world of social media, in the world of technology, in the world of video, you are going to mess up. You may not even mess up, but something is going to go wrong. I can't tell you how many times I've literally said, guys, I want to tell you 3 quick ways to do X. And I'd get to my third point, I totally forgot. So there's that moment where I have to decide, right? Am I going to kind of whimper, and am I going to be embarrassed, Or am I going to just laugh it off and go, come on, guys, like you haven't forgot something before? All right, you try this. This is hard work. Teaching live where you can't see the people that are watching, right? I don't know if y'all are laughing at my jokes. I don't know if you think this is good. I don't know if you jumped on here for 5 seconds and already were like, nope, not listening to this guy, right? There's so many unknowns. So the only thing that we can control is the commitment we make to keep moving forward, which means if you sucked at your video yesterday, you're going to do another one, and you're going to do another one, and you're going to do another one, and you're going to do another one. And so this is huge, guys, because assume that something will go wrong and keep moving forward. And then here's where I really want to start with you guys is you've got to stop doing something that I watch so many people do constantly. Stop creating self-serving content. God, I don't know why, but for some reason in the real estate space, it is the most braggadocious industry I've ever seen. And in a weird way, it's accepted, right? You don't see car salesmen jump on Facebook and go, guess what, guys? I sold 9 Toyotas this month. You don't see coaching, you don't see people that coach typically go, man, guess what? I just got a new coaching client today. Guess what? I got 11 new coaching clients this month. You don't typically see people that work in retail say, guess what? I sold 8 coats at the store today. But in real estate, everybody wants to tell you how many houses they sold, how many buyers they worked with, and it is such a self-serving industry. So if you're not careful, you will fall victim to all you do on social media is push self-serving content. Guys, you've got to remember your friends, your followers, if you want them to truly engage with what you're doing, you have to create content that serves their needs, not yours. And this is big because I'm not saying stop posting your accolades. I'm not saying stop telling people that you sold a house, right? I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is if you don't create some diversity in the type of content that you're putting out there, that content alone is going to drive people away because they can see through it, right? So remember, it's not about you, even though it is, right? It's your business, it's my business. But if we want social media to work, we cannot make it about us. All right. So let's talk for a moment about the basics, because I think this is something that's overlooked. And I want you to think about this, because I think there's probably a lot of people that you're going to watch this and you're going to go, really, bro? We're talking about tripods. We're talking about lighting. We're talking about headphones. Like, this is stuff I know. But let me ask you a question. Why in the NBA is the first drill they do before every game a layup line? A layup line. These are men, and in the WNBA, women, right, that they are the greatest athletes on the planet. They perform at a higher level than anyone else. They are better at layups than every person on planet Earth. Yet, they still spend time every pregame in a layup line. So do not overlook the basics of social media. Do not overlook what maybe you learned a while ago, but you have created some bad habits inside of the videos that you're currently recording, right? You don't know. So let's give a little refresher. And maybe for some of you, this is going to be brand new. And let me remind you guys, if you've got any questions, drop them in the comments. Or if you just want to celebrate what I'm doing on here and you want to cheer it, man, you can give me some positive love in the comments if you want as well. But guys, here's the first thing. You got to use a tripod. You've got to use a tripod. I have right now within arm's reach. I have 4 different tripods. I got 4 different ones right here within arm's reach that all offer me a little something different. And so you've got to use a tripod. And here's why. A tripod allows you to be hands-free. And for those of you that have ever spoken public, you know that having freedom in your hands is wildly important because it helps you with your energy, right? If I were teaching this class holding a book in one hand and a water bottle in the other, it just feels weird, right? Because what do I do with these? So I'm going to leave my hands down. It's going to cause me to be a little bit more subdued in my tone and in my dialect and in my conversation, and it will become boring to the end receiver of that message. But when I can get stuff out of my hands so that I can use them and wield them and do all that, it instantly brings more energy to the table. So that's, in my mind, the biggest reason to use a tripod. The other, guys, like here's the tripod that I have. Man, I'm knocking stuff over. I'm a mess. Another great reason to have a tripod of some sort is that when you're not actually holding the phone or the camera, it's going to naturally be more steady. So if you'll notice, there's a huge difference between literally holding your phone and walking versus having your phone or camera in a tripod and then now walking. It's instantly more steady. It also allows you to get a better angle, right? I am not very good looking when I've got it in here where I'm holding my phone, but when I can extend it, right? When I can get an extra 2 feet or so because of a tripod, instantly it provides better quality of content. And so guys, a tripod is an absolute necessity for you to do video at a high level. But here's what I will say. There were days before I bought any tripods that I would literally stack books. And I'd have a short stack of books that the phone sat on, and I'd have a taller stack of books that it could lean on. And that's what I used to create my phone in a stationary environment. So do not get caught up. What I do not want to watch happen for you guys is that you get caught up into the rat race of, okay, well, as soon as I get all of this stuff that Kyle tells me about, then I'll start doing video, right? The key to this is we mature as we go, right? I've probably bought 10 or 12 tripods over the course of the years that I've done video. And then I upgrade my audio and I upgrade my lighting, right? And then I go to a webcam when I'm going to be using my computer to record. And so do not look at what other people are doing and then feel insecure about it. Because guess what, guys? They're on a different journey than you. They may have been doing video for years and you're just getting started. And so you've got to find a point that you can just jump off and start going and not get caught up in all this stuff. So the second thing is you need to create good lighting. So I'm in an office right now where I've got like big fluorescent lights in my ceiling. So my office is just naturally lit well. But I could also, like, y'all check this out. So this is a new tripod that I got that I really love, and I've posted about it in our groups that you guys are watching this. But look at how different the lighting is. Where's the button? There it is. Right. So you look at me right now. Let me change this view so we can see me a little bit better. All right. So it's not terrible lighting, right? But look at just how, just a little bit more lit up. It makes my teeth just a little bit whiter, right? It takes the shadow completely away from my hat. And so do not underestimate what good lighting does. Now, I didn't want to hold this here the entire time I talked, so I just chose, I'm just going to go without it because my lighting isn't bad. But I've also, let me show you guys this real quick, is I've got right here behind me, and I'm not using it right now, but I've got a big LED light that will bring massive light into this room if I needed to. And then I've also got a window over here that in certain environments, if you can just go find a good window, go stand directly in front of it, facing the window, and you'll get incredible light for your video. So do you need all the fancy lighting? No, but you need to be considerate of the lighting, because there are a lot of videos that I watch where it is so dark. It's really hard to watch. So you've got to be aware of those things. All right. Also, let me make the slides bigger now. The third thing, guys, is use headphones. When you are moving around, right now I'm stationary. So I'm using a Blue Yeti mic, right, that plugs in USB to my computer. I've got a Logitech external webcam that's plugged into my computer, both through USB. And so I like this setup for this because I'm only getting one-way audio. I don't need to hear you. I don't need to hear anything else. I just want you to hear me clearly. So I'm using a really nice mic. But if you're doing a home tour, if you're walking through a park, if you're walking anywhere, the only way to truly bring consistency to your audio is to have headphones on. Because otherwise, you're going to pick up wind on a windy day. You're going to pick up sirens real bad if they drive by your house or drive by your office, right? You're going to pick up background noise from people talking in the hall, or from your kids talking in the next room, or literally right on top of you if your kids are like my kids. And so using headphones are going to be the most important thing for your broadcast, because also when you interview people, in my experience, the mic, I can't see who asked that question, but the mic that I'm using for this is a Blue Yeti. It's about $120 on Amazon. It's really more of a podcast mic, but it's a great mic for this. I also, let me show you guys, since you asked the question. This is my new favorite toy right here. Let me make me big again for a moment. So this toy right here, this is called Shure Mic, Shure. Coach Bill Hart, shout out Coach Bill. He turned me on to this, but it's cool because it plugs into my phone, right? So let me show you guys how this works. And if I'm inside, I actually usually take this ball off. I don't use it. But if I'm using my phone, it just goes directly into the bottom, right? Just like that. Where are we at? There we are. So when I'm recording, this mic, guys, is so unbelievable. It's so unbelievable. It was expensive. It was like $150, but I'm so glad that I bought it, because the videos that I have done with this have created incredible audio for me. And so that's a Shure mic that goes into the bottom of an iPhone, and it's incredible. So we got off track just a little bit, but headphones. Always have them available. You may not need to start with them, but if you're interviewing somebody, some phones will have a hard time deciphering between your audio going in and their audio coming out. And so you can get some feedback. So I would say never do a video unless you're in a completely controlled environment where you don't have some sort of ear pod or headphone available to you in case something goes wrong in the moment, right? Because what did I say a couple slides ago? Assume something's going to go wrong. So that's going to help you. And then, guys, the last thing, and this is a huge pet peeve for me. Let me make me small. Guys, don't use a teleprompter. Don't use a teleprompter. And I believe this for several reasons. Number one, guys, you are not on a news broadcast. Right? You are not trying to be the most uber professional in the world. And if you are, you shouldn't be, because so much of the content that I believe you should be creating is stuff that engages your sphere. Because every realtor I know, or lender I know, or title person I know, right? So everybody I know that's in sales, a lot of them struggle to sell to their sphere because they don't know how to be in front of them the right way. Right. So you've got to be willing to be a little bit more raw, a little bit more authentic, so that your people will love it. So it's so obvious, because also here's the other thing. For any of you who have ever tried to read from a teleprompter, It is a learned skill. Because if you're not careful, if you use a teleprompter, your whole video will look like this. And you just watch people's eyes go back and forth, right? When someone's good at reading a teleprompter, you know where the camera hole is, and without moving your eyes, you're still reading the words around it. If you can do that, then you could be better at using a teleprompter. Because I'm telling you, it is so hard for most people to come across authentic if they're reading words that are in front of them on a screen. And so if you want your people to be tuned in, if you want your people to find value, stop using a teleprompter app. Stop, putting words or papers around your camera, and just speak from the heart. That's what I'll say. But here's the other part of that, just real quick, right? Like I don't have notes today because I have slides, but I will write stuff in my notebook, and then I might just leave my notebook right here. So if I have a quote that I don't want to mess up, or if I've got 4 points and I want to nail all 4, then I can do that right here, right? But I'm also not going to try to hide this from you. I think there's a lot of people that feel like it's unprofessional to have notes. Why? Everybody uses notes. The president uses notes, pastors use notes, teachers use notes. I use notes when I speak, right? So just tell people, like, hey man, this video is so important. I've got notes. And then unapologetically use your notes to bring home specific points. Okay. So guys, those are the basics. If you can stay inside of these 4 things and just do them consistently, your video presence is instantly going to improve and go up, and you're going to be better for it. So know the basics. The next thing, guys, is I want to talk about what most do wrong. Okay. I've done this for a long time. And so I've watched myself do a ton of things wrong. And now I get to watch a lot of other people do things wrong. And so I actually have a notebook sitting right here where every time I see somebody do something wrong on their video, I write it down. Why? Because I need to turn around and teach you guys, right? I love to use the things that other people do wrong to then be able to teach how to do it right. And so I have a notebook dedicated just to that. And so let's talk about what I believe that some of these things are. Number one, be aware of how and when you're introducing yourself, right? I understand that if you're doing a video designed for your business page, right, where you believe a lot of people may see it that don't necessarily know who you are, right? We want to be professional. We want to introduce ourselves. What's up, guys? It's Coach Kyle, creator of Content Compounding, right? That's great. But a lot of your videos are being originated from your personal pages. And so I want you guys to really know your audience. If you are doing a video that you hope in your mind results in more sphere-based business, do not introduce yourself. Because those are your people. Those are your friends. Those are your family. And so it's weird when I see someone that I think I know and I think they know me, but now they're introducing themselves, right? If you and I were great friends and we went to go get coffee and you come in for a hug and I stick my hand out and go, hey, Kyle Draper, that's an instant disconnect in that relationship. So know when it's appropriate and when it's not. Don't do it every time. All right. The second thing is when you're going live, right? I watch people wait for people when you're live. You're waiting, right? So you get on live video and then you go, let's give everybody a couple minutes. I'm going to wait a little while and let some people jump on here before I start talking. You are failing when you do that. Why? Because 99% of your views are going to come after you're no longer live. So for over 90% of the people that are going to watch your video, you're already making it annoying to them because they jump on hours later and now they're listening to you go, all right, guys, well, we're going to wait for a few more people to jump on. Bloop, they're gone. They're gone. So you need to prepare and set the table for who the majority of your audience is going to be, which is going to be people that watch the recording. So I no longer, the minute I go live, I jump in my content. And I know that people are going to jump on and catch me in the middle of stuff, but I'm not doing it for them because they represent the minority of that audience. So take that into account next time you go live. The third thing that I watch people do is not looking into the eye hole, right? This thing right there. That is where you should stare the entire time if you can. But I got to tell you guys, this is weird because there's so much going on down here that I want to know, right? There's comments coming in. I can see myself. So I want to see, what do I look like? Do I look good? Do I look bad? Is there a roll popping out? Like, what is happening? Right. And then I've got slides, but every time I'm not looking directly in the camera hole, it's a disconnect from you guys that are watching. Because right now, if you're looking at the screen, you and I are locked eyes. Right. But this is weird. It's not weird for you, but it's weird for me because it feels crazy that I'm just looking into this little bitty pinhole on my camera. But this is how we engage people. So stay as locked in as you can on the eye hole. And then the last one is, guys, if you're going to invest effort and energy into content, into video, you've got to know your audience. And for a lot of the people that I know in this industry, if you're not careful, you are trying to buy and sell with everybody. If they're a warm body and they can afford it, you're in. But guys, the problem is you can't create content for those people because you don't know what their needs are. So when I talk to somebody, and I talk to these people all the time that say, Kyle, I just don't know what to say. My default response to them is, then you don't know your audience. Because the moment you know your audience, that means that you know their pain, you know their struggles, you know their goals, you know their desires, you know their family dynamics, you know where they live, you know the schools their kids go to, you know what they eat for dinner on a Friday night. And so you have endless amounts of content because your first question always is, what would my ideal client want to watch? What would they be into? And you respond accordingly. So take time knowing and understanding who your ideal audience is. And if you need help with that, let me know. I've got a 90-minute class all about building your avatar. So I would be happy to share notes with you so that you can have a better understanding and grasp of who that ideal client is. And it will change the game for every video you do moving forward. All right. So that is what most do wrong. And so again, guys, you've got questions. If you're just jumping in, put them in the comments. I will stop and talk about it and help you out. But if there's not questions, we're going to just keep on rolling through here. So guys, this is my favorite slide of this whole presentation because this is the secret sauce. I believe this should be your secret weapon, is when you use other people in your videos. Okay, guys, here's why this is so powerful. You can see the little graph on this slide, right? There's you and then there's them. And so when you interview them goes, man, this is so cool. You're going to interview me, put me in front of your people. Man, that's awesome. I'm so excited, right? And that's a part of why we interview people. But what most people don't understand is what them is going to do with that video after it's over. Because they're going to share it. Maybe their spouse shares it, their boss shares it, their best friend shares it, right? They're going to get several shares because their friends are proud of them. And so, guys, here's the power in this. The greatest power in this whole thing is when this happens, two things are true. They trust them, right? Their people trust the person they see in that video. and they don't know you. Guys, I have countless examples of where I have interviewed someone in a different market than I live. And on several occasions, I will pick up a new coaching client, or someone new will buy content compounding simply because they saw me in their friend's video. So they watched the video, they were proud of their friend, and then that attention turned to, man, I kind of like that Kyle guy. He was funny, he was nice, he was informative, right? Whatever it is. And then they begin to be curious, like, so what did he say that he does? Oh, he's a coach and he coaches social media. Well, I'm terrible at social media. And guys, I kid you not, I end up on the phone with people all the time that want to talk about my services simply because they saw me on video with the friend that they already trust. Guys, if you want to grow your organic following, if you want to grow the organic sphere-based part of your business, start putting other people on video with you, and you will begin to tap into all of their spheres. Interview friends that maybe own small businesses. Interview people in the community, whether it's business owners, city officials, principals, teachers, first responders, right? Interview people that live inside of the bubble that you want to serve at a higher capacity, and watch your referral-based business grow. I guarantee you it will happen. I guarantee it. If there is one thing that you take away from this whole class, let it be this slide. Start getting other people on camera with you. And here's the other thing about this too. It takes the pressure off. Because when I'm doing this, what I'm doing right now, all the pressure's on me. I have to perform. But when I'm on video with a friend of mine, now they can take some of the burden, right? I can ask them questions, let them be the one that's really bringing the value, and I just get to kind of sit off to the side and hang out. It's awesome. So leverage this secret weapon and really start interviewing people on a regular basis. And then, guys, I need you to know your tech. I'm gonna give you just 3 quick pieces of tech that I believe are valuable. The first is what you're watching this video on right now. This is StreamYard. Guys, StreamYard is the coolest service on the planet. It's unbelievable. It's easy. It's straightforward. It gives you all the bells and whistles. Like, I'm able to have my content compounding logo up here. I've got leveling up your video scrolling on the bottom. I've got my nameplate. I can share my screen. I can add a background, right? I can do so many versatile things inside of StreamYard. I can have up to 10 people in the broadcast live. It's super cool. And then you can also, like right now, I'm streaming to 3 places. I'm streaming to my content compounding private Facebook group. I'm streaming to Top of Mind Selling, and I'm streaming to YouTube. So if I'm going to put in the work, why not go ahead and send it to as many places as possible? They've got a free version. They've got multiple paid options. It is an unbelievable tool that you should all be leveraging in your business. And if you do, right, most of the time you're probably going to be doing it from a computer. And so go buy you a Logitech mic. And that way you can get HD video, because the camera that's in your laptop is not good. So go get you that mic. All right. The second tool, guys, is Canva. And again, I'm going to say what I said earlier. I don't want some of you to go, oh, I already use Canva. Whether you use Canva or not, go re-engage in that platform. I feel like every day they're adding something new. They're adding cool features. They're adding new templates. Guys, Canva is beautiful because they take the dummy out of it, right? And the dummy is me. I'm not a graphic designer. You're not a graphic designer. You're a realtor. You're a mortgage loan officer, right? You're in title. You don't make money because your graphics look pretty. Well, let me take that back. You do, but it's a lot harder when you're making them yourself, right? So you've got to shorten the process, shorten the amount of time it takes to do the things that are necessary. And so Canva does that because there's thousands of templates already there designed by experts. So all I have to do is plug in my graphics, add my text, change some colors, throw in my logo, and I have something that looks incredible. You guys should be living in Canva if you want your brand, your presence on social media to have any amount of fluidity in it. This is where you should live. So go check out Canva if you haven't already. And then guys, the third tech is selfish, or I'm going to tell you, right? It's selfish. It's mine. Because a little over a month ago, I launched Content Compounding, the service. And guys, it's been unbelievable. And do you know why it's been unbelievable? I know I'm biased because it's my company, but it's been unbelievable because I am getting feedback from realtors that sounds like this. It was so cool that while I was out showing houses, I got a text message with my next graphic so that I knew I had confidence that while I'm working in my business, someone else is out working on it. I got more feedback from someone just 2 days ago that said they love this so much because they're not a social media expert. They're a realtor. But they know the importance of all of this. And so they love knowing that they now have someone on their team that is working on their behalf to create a brand that they're proud of and that they want to celebrate. And it frees up their time. So I'm not going to go into a sales pitch, guys, but I do encourage you. I want to encourage you. Go to my website and look at it. Go to kyledraper.com, click on Content Compounding, and go look at it because it would change the game for your business, for you to be partnered with us in this service. Because I believe that that's the power that it provides. And so, guys, know your tech. Right? I put 3 of them on here. There's a million things that you could go use to leverage in your business. Do not, I can't stress this enough, do not fall victim to trying to do everything yourself. There is so much value in anything. I just hired an executive assistant this week. And I'm so excited. I'm slightly nervous of the money that I'm going to be paying, but I'm also excited because there's so many little things that I do every day that I could easily pay someone else to do so that I can go do more of what only I can do. And so all these tech tools that are available for you guys are designed to cut down and compress time so that you can go do what only you can do. All right. And let's begin to land this plane. I've got 2 more pages for you guys. So we've talked about a bunch of different stuff so far, but at the end of the day, it's all about your content. You could have a shaky phone, you could have slightly bad audio, and people will fight through those things if the words that come out of your mouth are actually good. And so as we've launched Content Compounding, I want to walk you guys through what I've kind of developed as I've been coaching our new clients that have come on board. And so the first is if you're going to make 4 videos a month, which I think is doable, a video a week, I would make 2 of those videos based around frequently asked questions. So what does this look like? Sit down, give yourself 15 minutes of uninterrupted time, pull out a notebook, pull out your phone or your iPad, and begin to write down all the questions that you get asked on a regular basis. If you're struggling with that, man, go to NAR's website and go to their FAQ and go see all the different FAQs that they have on their website, right? Go to YouTube, go find other realtors and go see what types of questions they're answering. All of that will help you compile your list. And then if you come up with a list of 2, guys, you're going to knock out a list of 20. You're going to knock out 2 of those a month. So you just gave yourself 10 months of FAQ driven content. Be creative, be yourself, right? be in an engaging environment, and simply tell them, guys, I get asked these questions all the time. And so I wanted to just put this out there on video so that you can quickly know what it is that you feel like you need to know, or so that you can quickly understand some of the things that maybe you had some misconceptions of. This is such an easy way to create engaging content that stems from value, right? You're bringing value to the table first, and you're positioning yourself as the expert. Because you think about, over time, what's 20 videos going to look like on your YouTube channel? Man, it's going to make you look pretty cool. And so that's a huge advantage for that. So that's your first 2 videos of the month. Your third video is what we just talked about. Interview somebody once a month. Pick someone to bring on camera with you and make it count. Man, if they're famous, awesome. But let them be someone who's in the community that's going to know people that can buy and sell houses with you, or that can want to do their refinance with you, right? Be intentional, but bring someone else on video with you once a month, so that every month you can sleep well knowing my sphere is getting bigger because I'm consistently exposing myself to more people. All right. This is big. And then, guys, here's the last one. And quite frankly, this is the hardest one for most people. It's the easiest one for me, but it's the hardest one for most. Is something that's just wrapped around a personal passion. Look at the little text. It says, people need a reason to trust you, not just to know how awesome you think you are. Right? Why do realtors post about their awards? Why do realtors post about how many listings they picked up last month? Why do realtors post about all their closings? Because they're trying to convince their friends how awesome they are. But that's not, in my opinion, what does that. Guys, the game of sales, if I can break it down to you very simply, is about trust. Sales is about trust. The whole point of sales is, when I sit down across the table from you, if I'm trying to sell you something, the only question is, how quickly can I find common ground with you to begin to establish trust? That's it. I believe that when trust is established, it's only a matter of time before you buy what I have, or you refer someone to me that will buy what I have. That's how sales works. So if you want to do this at a high level, give yourself at least one video a month that showcases you in a different angle than just your business. Showcase yourself as a parent, as a spouse, right? You love mountain biking, or you love playing, cornhole, or you're a foodie, and so you showcase different restaurants that you go to. Let people get to know this thing that's right inside of you. Right? You got to let people get to know your heart, because when they get to know your heart, they will run through fire for you. They will become the biggest referral source in your business when they feel like they've gotten beyond the power suit that you like to wear to show people how professional you are. So this is it. This is the simple breakdown. 2 FAQs, 1 interview, and 1 personal passion. And guys, you are giving somebody a full circle view of who you are as a business owner and as a human. And it will go extremely well for you. And so if you've got questions about that, right, we could talk hours on content, but I'm trying to keep this thing under an hour, and it looks like I'm going to. So I'm happy to talk about it more, but just put comments in the, or put questions in the comments if you got any. And then, guys, here's the last piece of this. You have got to fight through your insecurities. I wish there was a silver bullet. I wish there was an instant way to just take everyone's nerves, everyone's fears, everyone's insecurities, and just throw them all in the trash so that all of you are incredible at video, but I've yet to find it. And quite frankly, guys, I'm nervous every time I do a video. I'm nervous right now because I'm live to hundreds of people. All right. And so tons of people are going to see this video. And so it makes me nervous. What if I say the wrong thing? What if I mess up? What if it doesn't work? Right? What if my internet goes out in the middle of it and people think like, man, that dude's supposed to be the tech guy and he can't even do a video all the way through? All right. Well, we all fight through these insecurities. And so let me give you a few tips to hopefully help you fight through this so that you will start crushing video in spite of your insecurities. Number one, don't seek advice from the wrong people. Let me tell you a quick story. So I was having coffee with a couple Wednesday morning, and we were talking about content. We were talking about video, and the wife is a coach, and so she does videos. The husband is a roofer and is a great guy, but he doesn't do as much of that stuff. And he started telling me how the other day she did a video and he was being pretty critical of it. Her energy was low. She wasn't smiling enough. And I stopped him and I kind of started to chuckle and I said, hey, husband, I won't say his name for the sake of somebody knowing him. I said, hey, husband, I don't mean to be offensive, but can I just tell you, your opinion about her video doesn't matter. And the wife kind of smiled, and I've been friends with these people for a really long time. And so he received it well. And I said, here's why. You, husband, are not your wife's ideal client. So who gives a crap what you think? Right? Years ago, I used to beg Lana, my wife, to watch all my videos back. And she'd be critical, right? Because no one knows me better than her. And it would make me feel bad. And it would cause me to not want to do the next video. And then one day that epiphany happened of, why do I put myself through that when she doesn't represent the group of people that I'm trying to sell to? And so, guys, when you're doing videos, the only opinion that matters is the people that are on the receiving end of that video that you are hoping to create a relationship with to then allow a transaction to happen. That's why the second bullet point says your own opinion. Your opinion does not matter. Guys, I'm watching my video right now. I can see myself down here, right? I don't feel confident about myself, right? I can look and go, oh man, why? Oh man, I don't look skinny at all. Like I've been losing weight and I don't look skinny. Right? I could tear myself apart. But at the end of the day, the only people's opinion that I care about are those of you that are watching this video. And up to now, you guys love it. So who cares what I think? Make sure you're letting the right people speak into your videos. Otherwise, you're going to handcuff yourself and you're going to slowly watch yourself slide backwards all the way to the point that you stop doing videos altogether. So don't let it happen. Guys, the third tip is don't care about the vanity metrics. Guys, right now on the screen, I can see a little 6, right? It says 6 people are watching. And it might jump up to 10, or it could jump down to 2, or it could jump up to 40. And if I'm not careful, I'll be like, yeah, 40 people. But then at the same token, I can also go, oh man, 2 people. Why am I even doing this? Why am I doing an hour-long video for 2 people to watch? Guys, you've got to remember, right? The majority of these views, this video included, are going to come after I hit end broadcast. And so I can't get insecure about the live audience or the vanity metrics, right? Because I do videos that I go, dude, this topic is killer. I bet this will get several thousand views and it'll get 100. And then I've got videos that I thought, dude, that was so dumb. That was a stupid video and it'll get 3,000. And so there is no way, right? It's hilarious how there's these courses out there. They're like, want me to teach you how to go viral? Guys, that's not real. You can't teach someone how to go viral. Viral videos are called viral videos for a reason, because none of them were planning to do that. And so you know how you go viral? By continuing to create content, by continuing to do videos, right? You have a better shot of going viral the more opportunities you give yourself to go viral. So don't get caught up in, oh man, I only got 4 likes on that videos. Maybe I just shouldn't do videos anymore. Oh man, I only got 8 comments. The other video, I got 50. Be consistent, right? You are getting better every time you hit that record button. So do not let the vanity metrics cause you to think any differently. The fourth tip is, guys, be yourself. Everyone else is already taken. You know, what I love to tell realtors is, guys, there's nothing new under the sun that you can talk about. It's real estate, right? It's been the same for decades, and it's probably not really going to change. But you know what is new? You saying the not new information. There's not videos of you answering a question about earnest money. There's not videos of you talking about the benefits of a certain insulation, or talking about why this type of house is better than that type, right? Yeah, if you Google that question, you're going to find a ton of answers, but not of you doing it. And guys, that's the game changer, is you've got to give yourself more opportunities to be in front of your friends. And so this is why it's so important to just be yourself. Stop overthinking it. And then here's the last thing. And then if y'all have got questions, I'll stick around. But if you don't, then I'm going to just end it. Is stop looking for instant success. Strap in. Strap in. Realize right now in this moment that whenever it is you do your next video, whether it's today or tomorrow, or you're that person that's like me, that's like, I'm going to go Monday. Let's start Monday, right? I'm going to give myself a couple more days, and then Monday we're going to get after it. Strap in. Know that this is a journey. And honestly, there's not even a destination. When do you stop doing content? Never. I guess when you retire. Right? This is so valuable in your business. So just realize that this is a long-term investment in the success of your company. And you might even suck at first, but you're going to get better. I promise. And so you've got to understand that. And so before we wrap up, guys, we can do some Q&A. If anybody's got questions, look at that Q&A time. Look at that slide. Whoop, whoop. Pretty cool. But I want to just make sure if anybody needs my number, right? If you need my website, my phone number, my email address, I want to make sure y'all have it. So here it is right here on the slides. And so if you've got questions, put them in the comments. If you want a copy of these slides, send me a text or an email and I will send them to you. Also, I have created a PDF with what I believe are the 10 most important things about doing an interview. And so if you believe you want to start doing more interviews, but you're insecure about it, reach out to me, send me a text, send me an email, and I will send you my 2-page document that is all about how to host a great interview, because I've done a lot of them. And so y'all let me know if you need or want any of those things. If you have questions, put them in the comments. But thank you guys for watching. I kept it under an hour, 53 minutes. And so I hope you found value. Guys, and if I can end with one thing, it is simply this. There is no better time to start than now. Right? What's that quote that says the best time to plant a tree was 20 years ago, but the second best time is today? Guys, it's today. It's today. It's today. Several of you have known me for years, and yet you still don't do video. And I'm sure you've had the thought of like, man, I wonder how my business would be if I would have listened to Kyle 3 years ago, or if I would have been encouraged by Kyle a year ago. The reality is, guys, none of that matters. What matters is, what are you going to do with this information that I've given you right here in this moment? Don't let insecurity stand in the way. Don't let frustration of not starting sooner stand in the way. You've got the future of your business ahead of you, and there's nothing you can do that's more important than something today. So I appreciate you guys. Thanks for watching, and I'm sure I'll be talking to y'all real soon. Y'all have a great week.